So I think Liz and I want to talk to you a little bit more about the highlights of our experience. And Cheryl alluded to one of the things that Liz and I were really excited about, and that was last year we did a show with Kevin O'Callaghan, who's the faculty member in sculpture.
Yeah, he's amazing. People like fight to get into his 3D classes.
And so what our assignment was is we all got a table and chairs from IKEA, and we were tasked with transforming the table and chairs into a statement about food that we felt passionate about. And I think for me it was really exciting because I had been working with a lot of pixels, and so it was really exciting for me to see something come together as a class, and then also sort of see a project being built that was felt very tangible and real.
And to do that through art and through building something, which was nice to get that different kind of perspective on that. I think it's wonderful. Meg and I happened to be here by coincidence, but we also went to Cuba together, which was fun. We did that through SBA, not necessarily DSI, but just to show you that there are a ton of opportunities at SBA. But we had a chance to actually study. We were in Rachel Abrams' class at the time, so we were reading some Jurin and about like who owns the future and discussing a lot of heavy technology type subjects. And then we were in Cuba at the same time we were reading this, so we got to really experience a lot of great and amazing life-changing things like firsthand there.
And when we were there, we were studying printmaking. It was over spring break, so it kind of fit nicely into
Back into
everything
the art and the handmaking and bringing all those kinds of things together.
else that we were doing, which was really fun.
Yeah.
I think another highlight for me was this past summer was interning. So I went to Nairobi, Kenya, and I worked for a company that's a startup in Nairobi called Brick. And they make a device that looks like a little brick, and it connects people to the internet no matter where you are in the world. So there's 4 different ways it connects, and it also serves as a combination modem and router. So I was able to go there and work on user experience for this product as it was launching. So I worked on the user registration process, and then I also was interested in applying this device to other settings. So the big project I had over the summer was talking to community health workers and nurses in rural clinics in Kenya. And through that process, basically figuring out how this internet device could help those communities. And I think one of the most interesting things that we came up with was a big problem in Kenya is getting men into care. It's not a place where men typically go. And so what we decided to do at a test site at one hospital was to use the brick to create free Wi-Fi and a free charging station to sort of normalize men to start to come into the clinic space. And then obviously they'll continue to do work from there. So that was one of the things I was able to do, and that was through Cheryl's network. So I think I really want to emphasize the point that you'll hear from the faculty, but they're extremely well connected and very willing to, you have to tell them what you want to do and what you're excited about, and they're extremely happy to support you. And I think what's been really great about this project as well is that it's led into paid client work. So right now, from that experience, I'm working with a social enterprise, Medic Mobile, to do some consulting work with them for a couple month project. So that's definitely been a highlight for me.
Yeah, and I think another thing just to emphasize is the amount of topics that you get to work on with amount of incredibly passionate people that, and whether it's, I've done projects on fast fashion now, on human trafficking, on kind of the whole range. We worked with an artisan cheesemaker that was kind of fighting the big industrial farming process last year. So it's just a really diverse amount of products and topics that you